Welcome back to another episode of Ham Radio Playground. In this episode, we're going to update you on the suction cup mount showdown. A lot of people have been reaching out and saying, "Hey Kevin, what's going on with those suction cups?" Well, the one is still on the window. I actually moved it and then put a hamstick on it, and the hamstick was up for several weeks. I lost track now how many days this thing's been up on there. But I came in today with the purpose of making some adjustments to it and attempting to put the ATAS on it and see what's going on. So let me show you a little bit about what we did for that. So this is not the one from the window. This is a second one that I purchased. And to show you, before I was talking about building something to come off of this bolt and kind of extend it out a little bit so that we could get away from that lip on the window. And then I remembered this is adjustable. So all I have to do is tilt it out at an angle and it gets me enough away from that lip, which I'll show you here in a second, on the window, allowing the antenna. It won't be perfectly straight going up vertical, but it will still get out away from it. So first thing I did today was this is the plate from the one that's on the window now, because I'm still waiting for my plates with the NMO adapters on them. Unfortunately, Amazon is dragging their feet because it is the holiday time. That whole process has been a royal pain. And when I say a pain, I mean a pain. All right, so I ordered the first one before Thanksgiving. Still had not shipped. And today is the 19th or the 20th of December. Still had not shipped. So Thursday, a couple days ago, today's Saturday, I ordered a second one. 24 hours later, or actually I ordered it Wednesday night. Thursday, it shipped. I had a tracking number, but the first one still had not shipped. No tracking number, no nothing. Just says, be delivered sometime before January 1st. That wasn't good enough for me. So once the tracking number started showing that it was moving, I canceled the first one. Then after today, monkeying around with some of these adapters and doing some things, I realized I probably need a second one. So I ordered another one. So the first one should be here Tuesday. The second one is saying by December 31st. So we'll see. If I don't get a tracking number in the next couple of days, I'm probably going to cancel that order, and I'll go directly to the manufacturer and say, let me buy one from you direct. Let's bypass Amazon because they're in Christmas hectic showdown over there, and stuff just isn't getting delivered on time. And it's not just this product, it's everything. Things that we used to be able to get next day or 2 days are taking a week plus because Amazon is just flooded with orders right now. Everybody's buying stuff for Christmas. But let's get back to this, right? So what I did was I took another SO239 to stud because of the 3/8 24 connection that's on here. There's basically a stud, and this is just a connector that's threaded on both ends. So I took another stud that I had from a different mirror mount, and I basically put it in the top here, and that way it would give me SO239s on both ends. Threw the ATAS on the end, and then my cable on the other end. Adjusted the tilt so it would tilt out a little bit, and it was a fail. So much like some of those window adapters, I don't think I have one sitting here. Check the drawer. I do. Nope, that's not one. That's a lanyard. Well, I got one somewhere in here. We'll find it in a minute. Much like the little window adapters that I have, they don't pass. All right, so I went and got one so you can see what I was talking about. This little flat cable that's designed to go through a window. They don't pass the power signal that's needed for the ATAS. The ATAS literally does nothing when it's attached to this. Well, I experienced that same thing going through here. So something in here must not be passing the right thing that the ATAS wants to see. So I'm like, all right. didn't want to give up on the project. Wanted to be able to test the 710 because that's new to us here. It's a brand new radio, so it's new everywhere. We have our 7300, but if I'm going to use the ATAS, might as well take advantage of it with a radio that'll tune it right. So right now I'm using the ATAS for my truck to test and play with before I spend $350 and buy another one. So I was like, what am I going to do? Well, I had a lip mount sitting on the back of my truck that I have taken off and put onto the bracket here to attach, and then the ATAS is coming out of it. I'll show that to you on the window here in a minute. And it's working. The 710 is controlling the ATAS. It's moving up and down. However, there's some grounding issues. I did attach the grounding cable from here and kind of ran it down to a pin that I partly put into the ground, and it's not getting a good enough ground. Running into some issues as soon as the radio transmits. It was killing everything on the computer connection. I put ferrite beads on my USB cables to make sure, that everything at both ends is good, but it just wasn't liking the RF coming out of the antenna and the whole balance, and it just tripping everything up. So I basically gave up for the day. I'm going to take the 710, I'm going to throw it in my truck, throw the ATAS back on my truck, and I'm going to play some radio this weekend. But let's go outside and take a look at what we got on the window. Well, it's a good thing that we got a light above our window because it's 4:30 and it's getting pretty dark out here already. It's crazy. But, here's the janky setup we got going on, right? So we took the adapter plate off and we put the lip mount on here, which has the ATAS coming out at an angle. But it worked. It's going up. We clear the building. We're good. That's the lip up there I'm talking about. It sits out, I don't know, 5 inches or so. It's that. Whatever the depth is of these bricks or cinder blocks. It looks about half the depth. But, yeah. So, I got the grounding strap going down. I got a pin down in the ground. But it's just not enough. So, I figured I give up. I have to wait for the right adapter plate. It'll be here Tuesday. And then I can, put the ATAS on the way I want it to be on there. Get the grounding sorted out. I may end up driving that stake into the ground a lot more. Right now it's just kind of hand placed in there. And then be able to, see what we got going on and get this up and on the air. And the second mount will go on the window. It'll either be on this other window or be up higher. And that will have the 2 meter, 70 centimeter antenna. The nice thing about the lip mount is it has a much thinner cable to it, which tells me that, I was looking at some 213 cable that run through that would allow the window to still close. And this is probably about the same size. And that window is locked. It's closed and locked, and that's running right through. Does not pinch, does not bind up. So that will work perfect. So yeah. Can the suction cup hold the ATAS? Absolutely. It's been on there most of today. So, and it's not going anywhere. I mean, the whole window's shaking. So, do I like this mount from Look North Designs? 1000%. I can say this is the best mount that we could have picked for this purpose of mounting our antennas to the glass window. All right, that's it for me. Time to kick the sand off my feet, get off this playground because the park's closed. Catch you on the next video.